Ever wonder why the seeds you planted just never came up? The secret is probably in the spacing and the depth. Direct sowing seeds is the best way to get the healthiest plants in the garden. They don't suffer from any transplant shock, and you can just let the plants do their thing right in place. But most of us get it wrong because we plant our seeds too close together or way too deep in the garden. So today, I'm going to share with you 5 of my genius seed planting hacks that use everyday things you've got lying around your house and even in the bathroom, to make sure that when you plant your seeds, you get it right the first time and they always come up. So let's start planting. The first hack might look like it belongs in the bathroom, but trust me, toilet paper could be a gardener's new best friend. We're gonna use this toilet paper to make some seed tape. You can also use tissue paper. I love doing this project with kids. They have a lot of fun and they think it's really silly to be playing with toilet paper outside in the garden. You're simply gonna lay out your toilet paper and place seeds at the right spacing, and then you can use a little bit of flour and water, or you can use just simply water to close up the edges of the toilet paper. Let it dry out, and then when it's time to plant, all you're gonna do is lay that tape out, cover it up with soil. The seed tape is gonna ensure first that your seeds don't get buried too deeply. As you place them across your soil and then just cover them with a little bit of soil on top, it becomes very obvious with this tape how deep the seeds have gone. And the tape's gonna allow you to be sure that the seeds are properly spaced, giving you plenty of room between each and every one so that they grow to their fullest maturity. Hack number 2 involves an everyday kitchen item. Who would have thought a muffin tin could be used outside in the garden? Muffin tins are perfect for creating a nice little planting grid, and if you're planting a lot of seeds in one space, this can help you be sure that they're all properly spaced. So you're gonna take your muffin tin, place it down on a level piece of soil, and give it a little push. You want to be sure that the depth of the tin is the exact same depth you want to be using for your seeds. A good way to know the depth your seeds should be buried at, it's about twice the width of the seeds. If your seed's about 1 inch wide, you want to plant it about 2 inches deep. If your seed is a 1/2 inch wide, you only want to plant it 1 inch deep. So push this down just to the level that you need the depth, and this is going to give you the perfect little grid to just drop a seed into each and every little muffin indentation. This kind of spacing is perfect for your smaller plants in the garden. Things like lettuces, spinaches, radishes, carrots, they're all going to benefit from this kind of spacing. If you have bigger plants like basils or beans that need a little bit more room, use a larger muffin tin and it'll help you space those out too. Hack number 3 is the salt shaker trick. So you can just grab a little spice shaker either from the store or one that you've used up, and you're just going to simply replace the salt or the spices with your seeds. Now this has little holes in the top that are going to allow those seeds to come out one at a time, and then you're simply going to just shake it right into the garden space. This helps you spread out those seeds, and it makes it so much easier to deal with seeds that are really, really tiny and hard to get in between your fingers. Things like arugula or carrot seeds, any of the lettuce seeds, all of these can be helped by planted with a salt shaker. Plus all those tiny seeds, remember the rule about twice the width for your depth? When those seeds are less than 1/4 inch wide, those types of seed really just need to be planted right on the surface of the soil. And that's when it's perfect to use the salt shaker hack. Hack number 4 is my personal favorite, and this is the sand planting method. So you're going to use sand to mix with your seeds whenever you're planting a large area. Sand is a great thing to add to your soil. It adds a little bit more permeability and helps water move through your soil easier. And it helps you know where you planted seed and where you haven't. Not only that, sand is going to help you spread out your seed so that instead of having clumps of seed, you'll have sand particles in between. I love using sand to mix in with my lettuce seeds, with my root crops, things like beets and radishes, anything where I want to cover a large area, but I don't want to have to be really specific and careful with where every seed goes. The sand planting method is so easy to use. Hack number 5 is a seed spacing ruler. Now, this is something you can absolutely make yourself. You just grab a yardstick or a ruler and you drill some holes into it. You want to drill the holes every inch along the ruler, and then when you plant your seeds, just space them out accordingly. So something like lettuces, you're going to plant almost every inch. Something like radishes, you'll plant every 2. Carrots, you'll do every 3. Beets, you'll do every 4. Now, if you don't have beets or carrots or radishes, we've got all the seeds you need inside the Gardenary shop, and I'll link up my favorite seeds right below this video. We've also got one of these seed spacing rulers. If you don't want to make your own, we got you covered. All right, I just had the best idea. I want to give one of you our entire 2025 seed collection. So here's how you can enter to win. All right, so first you got to like this video. Of course you liked it, right? And then you got to subscribe to this channel and tell me in the comments which hack is your favorite. Just for review: 1, toilet paper; 2, muffin tin; 3, salt shaker; 4, the sand; or 5, the seed spacing ruler. In a week from today, we are going to pick the winner, and we will reach out to you and get your mailing address to send you the entirety of the 2025 Gardenary seed collection. We'll announce it in our community, so stay tuned. Share this video with a friend. I cannot wait to send our entire seed collection to one of you. Thanks for growing with me. I'll see you next time.